Today, I'll be making a Naked and Afraid Season 2 tier list. Let's go through how I'll be ranking these deaths, and giving them S tier if they're survivable, and an F tier if there's no chance. Remember, these are all my opinions, so put your own in the comments. And don't hate me. Anyway, starting with our very first death. Mogswamp. Now this is kind of expected, honestly, considering he died in the first 5 minutes of Season 1, but this time, he died to a drown or being in a boat. Now I don't really see how that can happen, and he could have just, ran away on the boat. So for me, this is an easy S tier, completely survivable. Now, the second death in the series, we have Brandy. And I know, before you hate me, he left because he had a kid, and I understand that, but we're talking about survivability here, and I think Brandy could have 100% survived this, if he just ran away. Very simple. Therefore, S tier. Now, Radoons. Now, it's not really his fault that he died, it's kind of a bit unlucky that he just happened to be there, but we're talking about survivability. It's not 100% survivable, it just depends on your skill level. So if he was good at water clutching, he could easily survived it, but as he's not as good, he died. So I think a B tier is where it stands. Now we have Evbo. Holy, this was 100% survivable. All he had to do was mine down a couple blocks and not try the water clutch. S tier, moving on. We have Squiddo. There's not much you can do here when fighting blazes. All that she really could have done is use fire resistance against the blazes or use her shield. So that's kind of a mistake here, but again, that depends on your brain level and skills. Nothing much you can really do here. C tier. SB737. I'm really disappointed how he died this early, considering he survived a lot in Season 1. He just played too risky, and he was all on his own the entire season. But survivability is quite easy. He should not have fought that ghast, he was so stupid, and he should have been more careful. But considering the fact ghasts do half your health, I'm going to give him an A tier. Now we have Crafty. Not much you can do here. You can survive if you mine down or you place blocks, but skeletons were shooting at him, and multiple of them in fact. And I would say hold your shield up, but his shield was about to break. Unfortunate death, but survivable. B tier. Now Brock. Now this might be the most unsurvivable death in the series. He splashed a healing potion, and coincidentally, a baby piglin was right there and then two-shot him. It's pretty unfortunate, absolutely nothing you can do here. F tier. Now we have Mini Mooka. Now, his crafting skills, I'll just say, is terrible, and his death is somewhat unfortunate, but really survivable. But it is quite unfortunate, the creeper just got there and killed him, but it's really survivable. A tier. Now, Tanisha. Right, this is an unfortunate death. Considering Enderman two-shot you, and she had no idea she looked at Enderman in the first place, it's quite unfortunate how she died. But the thing is, she had a carved pumpkin, and she could have worn it. It's quite survivable, but also quite fortunate. I think a C tier is where it stands. Now we have Looney. Again, the Enderman, man, they just two-shot you with no armor. It is a quite unfortunate death, but I think he knew he looked at the Enderman, but still, should have been wearing a carved pumpkin. C tier. Now we have Blue. Now this is somewhat survivable. It's unfortunate how he got stuck in that hole and he couldn't really do much, but I think he panicked too much and he should have splashed his healing. Possibly tried to kill the baby zombie, but they do get 3 hurts per hit. I'm not surprised how he died here. But if you're good enough to escape. B tier. Now we have Mid-Mystic. Yeah, again, unfortunate death. Skeletons do so much damage, you can't really do much from here, but I'd recommend holding out your shield, placing blocks, eating some stew, put some healing. B tier. Now Lagundo, again, same thing with Mid-Mystic here, should have placed some blocks, but I'll cut him some slack because he didn't have any healing or anything to regenerate his health. And then the skeletons just got to him in the end. C tier. Not much you can do here at all when you have a wither shooting at you in water because you're slowed down, you got wither effect, and then the wither skulls just 3-shot you. Unfortunate. Not much you can really do here. C tier. Yeah, Jaren. Now yeah, Jaren's death is complicated because he really could have survived it, but it was also quite difficult to survive. So he shouldn't have hit the wither, which unfortunately causes death, but I'd recommend splashing healing instead of going for the notch apple. B tier. Now we have Wreck-Rap 2. Now this is the most unavoidable death of the entire season. It's so unfortunate how it ended, considering it was 20 seconds before the session was about to end, and how he placed the block and the piglin lagged through and killed him, and he was half a second away from living, and survivability wise, no chance, it two-shot. F tier. Now that is it for now, until episode 8, and we will see who survives. And my predictions are, as there's 2 booms in Ratcrap's trailer for Naked and Afraid, there may be only 1 survivor left. And that survivor is Clownpierce. Speaking of Clownpierce, click this video here to see how my Clownpierce staged his death. You also might want to click that subscribe button.